Good morning, grade 7. Let's go for second subtopic, that is arc of the circle, from topic 11, that is circle. Now, what do you mean by arc of a circle? You consider, for example, a bangle like this, a plastic bangle you may consider, okay? And here there are 2 points A and B. What if I break this bangle through these 2 points? Okay, I can very well break this bangle like this. If I break this bangle through these 2 points, I'm going to have a cut like this. Alright. Then what is this part and what is this part called is nothing but arc. This is one arc of a circle and this is another arc of a circle. Or many times while drawing a triangle, you take some distance in compass and we say that we are making an arc like this. And then putting at some other point and then you're cutting and saying that I have cut this arc. So what you are getting is you're keeping over here, and while drawing a circle as well, you do it in this way. So what is this? This is nothing but an arc which you people are drawing. So let's see little in detail more about what are these arcs. Now if I draw a circle, it's a freehand drawing, so just consider if this is a circle, okay, and I draw a chord like this. For example, I'm drawing a chord AB. You know what is chord? Joining any 2 points on the circle. What segment we get? That is chord. Now if I mark this point as Y and this as X, then you may say I am getting 2 arcs which is dividing, or this chord is dividing this circle into 2 parts. This is first part and then this is second part. First part lengthwise it is bigger, arc wise also it is bigger, and this arc is smaller. So we have 2 arcs which we have obtained. First is arc AYB. So you can write it as arc AYB. And second arc which you get is arc AXB. Now AYB is bigger arc, so it is called as major arc. AXB is comparatively smaller, so it is called as minor arc. Okay, so one is major arc, another is minor arc. Now if you consider arc AYB and AXB, they have common endpoints A and B, and they are completing one circle as well. So these arcs are called as mutually corresponding arcs. So in this case, AYB and AXB, they have common endpoints, alright, and they're completing together, they're completing a circle. So these 2 arcs together can be called as mutually corresponding arcs. Now one more thing which we can get through this is, for example, I'm drawing one more circle over here. These are all concepts which are related to arc. You need to understand this before we go to solve the exercise. For example, if this is a circle and this is the center of a circle, if I draw a segment like this, a chord which is passing through the center, now it is no more a chord and we call it as a diameter. Now if AB is diameter, it is going to divide this circle into 2 equal parts. I have not drawn this with the help of compass, so they might not look exactly, but if you draw diameter, then you get 2 parts of a circle which are exactly same. So one arc is AXB, another arc is AYB. In this case, arc AYB will be exactly same as arc AXB, and these 2 are now called as semicircular arcs. Semicircle means half circle. We also call it as half circle, like our protractor. Alright, so semi means half. So this is also one semicircular arc, and this is also another semicircular arc. Now let's go for some more other concept like central angle. Let us see another concept related to circle. I hope you are understanding what we are learning over here. For example, if this is a circle again, and this is the center of a circle. If I draw an angle like this, and let me name it as A, O and B, and this is X. If I say angle AOB, then vertex of this angle is the center of circle itself. So such angle whose vertex is the center of circle itself is called as central angle. So here I may say angle AOB is central angle. Now this is the arc AXB which is subtending this angle. Alright, this angle and this arc, there is relation. Measure of this arc is same as central angle. If this 70 degree, if measure of this angle is 70 degree, measure of this arc is also 70 degree. So minor arc which is corresponding to the central angle has same measure. So in this case we say measure of angle AOB is exactly same as measure of arc AXB, which is equal to 70 degrees. Is this clear? Now AXB is minor arc. What will be measure of this complete major arc if I write here AYB? You know measure of whole circle is 360 degree. So if measure of this AXB arc, which is minor arc corresponding to the central angle, is 70, then measure of this arc, measure of arc AYB, which is a major arc. What I am speaking, it is measure of major arc. Major arc AYB. AYB. Measure of major arc AYB would be measure of circle. So measure of whole circle, or I will write as a word. From this you are subtracting measure of arc AXB. Measure of arc AXB. Now what is measure of circle? Measure of circle is always 360 minus 70. So this comes out to be 290 degrees. In short, you can remember measure of any major arc is 360 minus measure of minor arc. That also can be the formula. Okay. So what I am trying to tell you is that measure of circle is 360 degrees. Now measure of semicircle. Semicircle is half. So this will come out to be 180 degrees. Measure of central angle is equal to measure of corresponding minor arc, which is going to subtend this angle. Okay, and measure of now major arc is measure of circle, that is 360 minus measure of this minor arc. Is this clear? Now I think with this information we will be able to solve exercise practice set 43. So let's go for practice set 43. Now look at this first question. Choose the correct option. If an arc AXB and AYB are corresponding arcs, that means they two are going to complete the whole circle. Their endpoints are same. And measure of AXB is 120, then find measure of AYB. What do you mean by corresponding arcs? There are only two arcs. One is what? AYB and another is AXB. So these two are having common endpoints. So they are completing the circle. So measure of arc AYB would be actually 360 minus. So AYB is 360, from that minus AXB, minus measure of arc AXB. Alright. So we have measure of arc AYB is equal to 360 minus 120. So ideally it would be 240 degrees. Got it? Now one more, students, I would like to tell you. For example, this is circle and here there are 3 points. A, B and C, and here it is X, Y, Z, and you may say W. Now measure of arc AWC, if I wish to find measure of this arc, it can't be 360 minus this arc. These two are not corresponding arcs. Are you understanding me? They don't have common endpoints. This is possible over here because only two arcs are there, AYB and AXB. Are you understanding me? Measure of this arc would be 360 minus measure of this arc plus this arc plus this arc, because there are so many arcs over here. Are you understanding what I want to tell you? So only that corresponding word is very important, where only two arcs are there and measure of one is given, another can be 360 minus that given arc. Okay, fine. So we'll stop here, students. Remaining problems we'll do in the next video. Thank you.